Hey guys, it's me, Teddy B. I'm just here to make a video here of my life story. I'm kind of gonna be a little bit nervous when I tell you this story, but uh, when you know, you'll kind of get a little background of like where I came from and how I came into this world. So okay, let's begin. So to tell you the truth, I came from a mother that, was out, on the streets, trying to find a job, and she was always, um, in the carnivals, she was always a carny, and she had um a bunch of children, four to be precise. There was my half brother Joshua, who died as an infant. There is Evan, my half brother. There is Nisa, my half sister. And then there's me. I'm the fourth child, which is quite, um, how should I put this? Quite presumptuous. Yeah, I like to use big words, so, you know. And, my birth father, I don't want to mention his name, because he was a very bad man. He was a very evil person. Hurt my mother, abused her when she was pregnant with me. She was with a couple of other abusive boyfriends. Um, none of which I know of. Um, but now to tell you to say the least, um, I was in the hospital. If I can remember which hospital I was in, then yes, I was in the hospital. I was in the intensive care unit. Well, not the intensive. Yeah, intensive. Yeah, ICU, intensive care unit. Kind of had to remind myself of what it was called. So, um, I was in the intensive care unit for quite some time, and so my mom and my dad, my adoptive mom and dad, were foster parents. Firstly, um, they had a couple of children who were their foster kids, and they had a couple of other situations where the kids were foster children, and I was a foster child too. They said, oh, we have this special needs. They called my mom and dad up and said, we have this child who has special needs um, in the hospital. If you'd like to take it, and and that was basically the start of my family. I was brought into this house as a foster child. I was now uh, the day that I'll be right back. I need to grab my dad for a second. But yeah, I was basically um in the hospital for quite some time. Uh, on the final day, on the final days of being in the hospital, my mom and my dad, my adoptive mom and dad, they adopted me, and I was, very, weak at the time. My lungs weren't fully developed. Um, I was born with autism and cerebral palsy, so that was the problem that I faced. Um, that was the problem that I faced um, in the past because my mom, whenever she had to clean my nostrils or clear my throat, clear my chest, she would have to stick a tube up my nose, and she would always go down in our basement and cry because she didn't want to do this to me, but she had to. But she loved me. She loved me, you know, and you know, they brought me home. Um, they brought me home in like this blanket, and they they changed my name. Well, not my first name, but they gave me last name, Belair. I was brought up into that family, really good. The Belair family really good, and I was the only child that my mom ever had. She she could never have a child. She kept going out at night and wishing on a star that she would have a child, and fortunately I came along, so that was really good. And you know, I love my dad. He's a good guy. He's one of the most, I'd say, one of the most cool guys you'll ever meet. I mean, he has done a lot of crud for me. I mean, he has put up, with how violent I was, um, because I was violent, um, because I always used to hit my mom. I always used to hit my mom and my dad as well, my grandmother. But that's all gone now because I've managed to control how my anger issues are. So that's good. And yeah, part two, I'm going to go later on into life and how my life has shaped up into, you know, the person I am today. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.